We're now here with Sarah Riley from the Porsche Experience Center Atlanta, another one of our presenting sponsors. Sarah, thanks so much for joining us.
Of course. We are just excited to be out here as you guys are.
Well, you've got a beautiful setup here. For those who haven't been around or have seen the video, you have a whole little shop
We
and
do,
more.
yeah. So we were lucky enough to kind of get our whole own separate building. So come to find out, when we were preparing for this, it was an old post office.
Yeah.
So we kind of tried to lean into that in some of our space and activation. So it's been really great. We have a little retail store, some paint by numbers, and of course some giveaways. It wouldn't be a Porsche activation if we didn't have giveaways. So it's been great so far.
So you've got I saw some really cool posters up there.
I think the posters from the 75,
yes.
from the auction, at the Broad Air auction, they had all the posters there too. So I think if you were missing one, this is a good spot to get.
They have been quite the collection piece. So if you're lucky to get all four, this is going to be your last time to find them. So
I was lucky enough to get all four at the auction. We worked some magic to get all four.
I was about to say, you gotta make a few deals.
Come out. I mean, it works out, but. I mean, the PEC in Atlanta, what a fabulous facility. I mean, it's been in movies, and it's a great entertainment spot. It's a great place. I mean, a lot of people, and this might be the best question, is that a lot of people don't know how that they can actually come down and experience it.
Great question.
Yeah.
So, what all do y'all offer down there? I mean, it's a lot.
So we offer quite a bit of activity. So of course we offer the drive. So 90-minute programs, you can kind of do those online or book them in person. So, but everything else we offer, we have a cafe that you can kind of come stop by, grab a coffee, overlook the track. We have the restaurant that's open for lunch, simulator lab, retail store, and our heritage gallery that you can walk through. So if you're not booking an experience or don't have a reservation, we do kind of offer general admission tickets, and those can be purchased on our website if you just kind of want to come walk around, see it all, and you're not there for a true experience.
Gotcha. Because I know people I've had people call me and be like, I showed up with my Porsche and they wouldn't let me in.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, they're on airport property.
Right.
Yes. Unfortunately, we have to follow a few additional rules.
There's some security things you got to do, but the restaurant, 356, correct?
Yes.
That's the main restaurant. It's fabulous. I'm sure Ray, you've been there a few times.
Many lunches.
Oh, it
many
is
dinners.
so good. I was about to say, we are currently getting ready to switch over to our fall menu, which we did a tasting the other day, and we have this squash ravioli. So good. So good.
And what a setting. Eat some squash ravioli, watch cars goes around the track. And we got to talk about the track.
Yeah, talk about that, because
yes.
there is when I was working there, we basically we didn't call it the east track, but now there's a west track.
There is a west track, yeah. So opened that earlier this year, April 1st. So been open and running for a few months, and it has been quite the hit. All of our higher end models, so GTS and above, run on that track. So
is that because of the speed of the capability of the cars? Why is
yeah, so between that and the setup and the dynamics of the track, it is a much more dynamic track than our south track. A lot more different built-in elements that were inspired from tracks across the globe. So it's just a lot more dynamic and a little more intense than our south track. So we obviously want to put the vehicles that can perform on there and really showcase those.
Yeah, and Adam, having watched that kind of get built when I was there, because the Porsche Classic building that I used to work in when it just opened right before I left, the carousel replica from the Nürburgring actually goes right in the front door of that building.
I was about to say, the Classic team has the perfect view of that
it was
track.
amazing.
I mean, you see a GT3 RS go through that carousel, and it's quite the view from the office.
I'm sure.
Yeah, and another honor that I had at the time of working in the Heritage Gallery was with Sarah, who did a great job of curating the exhibits there and getting them set up. Now, I've been out of the building for a while, so I'm really curious. What do you have in there now, and can you tell us anything about what you're planning?
Yeah, so currently the exhibit for 2023 is Icons of Porsche. So this year being 75, we wanted to highlight everything that has made the brand great. So obviously the cars themselves, but the moments and the people. So we've had quite a few different cars come through this year. I will say our lineup that we had the first of the year probably was the best. Not to shade on anything Ray ever did, but I mean, we had highlights. We had the 550, a 356, Carrera GT, GT2 RSs. But currently we do have the 60-year 911. Classic Cup Coupe. We have a Porsche Tractor, which is one of my favorites. I've been dying to get my hands on one of those.
Is that they call that a junior?
Yes.
Is that what they call it?
There's a junior and a super, and there's all kind of different models.
I was going to say, there's a bunch of different models, but we have the junior one in there. So that's definitely been probably my favorite all year long, just because I've been really wanting to see those. But we do have quite a few others that are in there right now. But moving into 2024, so our exhibit theme kind of next year, we're still in the works of kind of getting it all figured out, but it's going to be true emotion. So, the brand is really leaning towards, what inspires people, what makes them love the brand, what is their brand story with us. And so we really want to highlight that, and especially in the vehicle displays that we do. So the graphics, will be in line with what you typically see through Porsche, but from our perspective, we really want to tell the owner's story. So you're going to see that a lot more in the exhibit versus just all the vehicle details. You'll still see that, but we really want to highlight those owners because, they're what makes the brand who we are.
100%.
So.
And I think that's something that I think people that don't, that maybe are new to Porsche, maybe don't always understand, is that it's, when you talk to some of these owners, the car's been in their family for 70 years.
Yeah.
It's been in the family 20 years. And you really do get an emotional connection between father and son, father and daughter, daughter, mother. You do get those connections. We had interviews today with people here that were talking, it's a one family car, or it's been in the family circle for 30 years.
Yeah.
I don't know many other car brands that promote that as much as Porsche does. I think Porsche's done a really good job culturally pushing that. And even when y'all have events, it's not always just about the cars. Y'all have kids activities. Even the when y'all had the auction there was kids activities going on, and that's why it's just such a family atmosphere with Porsche. And I feel like with the Experience Center, y'all have kind of nailed it. There's something for everybody.
Yeah, it's a generational brand. We want to hit your heart at every age. So we always want to make sure we offer something for everyone.
Hit the heart as much as the wallet. Is that what we're going to go with?
They just do a great job with it. There's no doubt you nailed it. You're both talking truth about it all. Just Porsche is such an aspirational brand, but at the same time, it's such a welcoming. It brings it all in, and I look around at the show here at RiverWerks today, and I see that reflected in the cars. Everything from, a stock original, the way it left the factory, to these hot rods, where the car is seen as a blank canvas, and the owner does their interpretation of it. So. It's all over the map, and for such a small manufacturer, I love the breadth that's there.
Yeah.
And it's neat to see you guys continue to celebrate that and look to the future as well.
For sure. I think the brand is headed in such a great direction. We're more innovative than we've ever been before, and there's no slowing down at this point. So I'm excited to see what comes with the brand, and I know our customers are just as excited, and they're ready to move forward with us as well. So
that's awesome.
It's been great.
So as we close, how can someone book an experience? Is just on the website?
Yeah, so a few different options. PorscheDriving.com/Atlanta if you want to go online and do that. We do have a phone number. You can look at the website and an email address. Or you're even welcome to kind of get on site, see what is available that day, and go out right then and there.
And y'all rent it out too. Y'all do weddings, y'all do bar mitzvahs, the whole nine, right?
So our venue is open for any sort of rentals, birthdays. We have track rent outs. You can do all sorts of stuff.
That's incredible.
You can actually rent out the track and have your old group go in there.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
That's very
I was about to say, we did a wedding not too long ago, and they got married overlooking the terrace. They had rented out the track and did demo laps right after the wedding.
That's cool.
I was about to say,
what a
right
great
after
party
you get
favor.
married, you just go out.
That's it.
What a great party favor.
You're used to walking out and getting in the car and driving away, and it says just married, but this one you actually keep coming back around and around and around.
Way to really speed it off into a marriage, right?
That's right. That's great. Well, Sarah, thank you so much, and thanks again to the Porsche Experience Center Atlanta for being a presenting sponsor at RiverWerks this year. We appreciate it very much.
Excited to be here, so thank you guys.
Porsche has their home in America here in Atlanta, and it's very fitting that you would be here today. So thank you for that as much. Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.